So Anna, we're here. How long has it been? 6 weeks?
It's been 6 weeks and a few days.
It feels like literally yesterday.
It does.
So I've been watching your profile and I've been seeing your beautiful photos, and I know it's only 6 weeks, but how are things going? How are you feeling?
Well, I'm blown away that I feel the way that I do. I don't feel like I just went through surgery.
Okay.
I only felt like I was really recovering for about a week, and then after that, I felt like they were just like a part of my body. It was such a weird difference. Like the first time I went to surgery, I felt like there was a foreign object in me for the 3 years that I had them. And all of a sudden I got this implant that fit my lifestyle, it fit my activity, I felt healthier, and my energy skyrocketed, which is, I don't know if there is a coincidence or not, but it definitely improved.
Well, let's catch everybody up. So 3 years ago you had breast augmentation done.
Yes.
And you had implants that were probably not really matched up to your body.
I didn't think so.
Yeah. So that's really important. You need to get an implant that matches your body, because if it doesn't match, like for example, implants, they have a round side, that flat side. I know we've gone over this, but this flat side, that has to have enough space on your chest wall.
Absolutely.
So if you go too big, you're gonna get an implant that's just not gonna feel right, and it just throws you off.
I think it starts bumping into things. You know, it makes you unhealthy. I stopped kickboxing. I stopped, because you can't punch a bag.
Right.
Anything like golf swings, doing basic activities, picking kids up.
She does everything.
I'm not good at it, but I like going to a driving range. That's fun.
Yeah.
Not good at it. I would like to make that clear.
Okay.
But it is fun. There's just certain things in my lifestyle that I couldn't do anymore, workout-wise. I started noticing that they were dropping a lot, like too much, to the point where I didn't feel feminine anymore. I didn't feel like I looked attractive. I was obviously, you're the toughest critic of yourself, but I'm a model, like I have to have it together physically.
Right.
And I felt like, jobs were starting to go away slowly but surely.
Yeah.
And, I think that the modeling world wants you to look perfect, but they want you to look naturally perfect.
Right.
So I was struggling with the fact that my breasts looked incredibly fake. They looked robotic. And I needed to have something that fit my body, fit my lifestyle, and I feel like I got exactly what I wanted.
Good.
Yeah, I'm really happy.
Yeah, that's really important. The implants that you had, they were high profile implants, meaning they have a lot of projection, but they're very narrow.
Exactly.
Those tend to look more on the fake side.
Absolutely.
They tend to have a lot of weight. They're like baseballs and very narrow base width, which means they kind of move around.
Totally.
A lot. And so, like for example, these are two basically same silicone implants. One's high profile, one's moderate profile. I like to use a moderate profile, which is what I did for you. This is high profile. Imagine, it feels like twice as heavy. Probably threw you off and all those things that you talked about, and it just it can move off to the side like it did for you.
Well, it's like Barbie boobs instead of like dream Instagram boobs that you see, like the Kate Upton thing where they're like bottom heavy and they're wide. You can't tell if they're real or fake.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what women want. It's not attainable to maybe have that for everybody, but you can if you have a good doctor. And I've had so many people ask me if they're real or not, and it's so funny because I'm like, did you see my video about my the fact that I'm getting breast augmentation?
Oh, wow.
People thought I had my breast implants removed.
Wow.
It was crazy. I was so flattered by that.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, I was not born like that. I was not born like that.
That's great. Now, so one of the other things we did was we did a textured implant too.
Yeah.
So for those of you joining in and not familiar with some of the things that we do, smooth implant versus textured implant. Texture tends to stay higher, perkier, a little bit longer. It was kind of the perfect combination for you because you had a lot of pocket issues.
Yeah.
We did a very delicate pocket repair, and that's why that they are back where they're supposed to be. And also we downsized you a little bit.
Yeah.
We went down a little bit on the size, down a little bit on the profile. I think it matches your body beautifully.
Thank you.
And we're super happy for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to want to go bigger, and I was shocked by, when we reduced the size, how much I ended up liking it more. And I know it was only 50 cc's, but that can make a huge difference.
Right.
And even I think the projection is probably what made the biggest difference for me.
Yes.
It feels so much lighter,
That's good.
so that's nice.
Well, I think breasts where they're supposed to be is going to feel better than same size breasts in a different part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So getting them back in that position and the right profile, and even a little bit downsized, I think was a perfect combination.
Absolutely.
So Anna, you've been through a great operation. You've had like a speedy recovery. What advice do you have for girls or for women that are thinking about getting breast surgery or thinking about getting a revision? What advice do you have from this experience that you can share?
I honestly can say going to the right doctor. You can have all of the plans in the world and all the before and after photos that you want to achieve, But unless you're going to a doctor that knows exactly what they're doing and kind of puts you in the right direction, then you're not going to get what you want. I went to a doctor that many women had had great successes with. It just wasn't a good fit for me. I liked the fact that you kind of took charge on a lot of things. You knew what you were doing, you knew what you were talking about, and no matter what I said or all the pictures I showed you, you knew what was right for me. And I ended up loving my result a million times more than I thought I would.
Good.
And also listening to your doctor, recovery-wise.
Oh yeah.
The first time I started working out way too soon, I was way too active because I felt okay.
Yeah.
And this time around, I respected your wishes.
Good.
And I ended up feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
And like
see that, people? Like,
listen
I'm not
to
just
your
making it
doctor.
up. It's for a reason.
No,
So,
absolutely. Listen to your doctor because there's a reason there are those rules, and I learned the hard way the first time.
There are a lot of good breast surgeons out there. You also want to find someone that's a good fit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to make sure you're on the same page.
Totally.
I always ask my patient to bring in photos like we did, so we can have develop a framework of what your goals are. Can we reach those goals?
Yeah.
How are we going to get there? So that's always a good part of the consultation. If the doctor is not really understanding what it is you want, then you need to go the other direction.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I mean, they may be able to physically do a surgery, but is that result going to kind of get you to what you're looking for?
Oh yeah,
So-
and communication is huge when it comes to all relationships, even your doctor.
Yeah.
And I feel like I especially liked the atmosphere of your office. I had been to other offices, and it just wasn't you guys have a very family, I'm sure you hear it all the time. You guys
Yeah.
feel like a family, and you are family, obviously, with
Yes.
you.
I know.
But you feel that. You feel like you guys are friends. And surgery is a big deal, and it's very vulnerable to come into an office, come into a situation where you're going under the knife.
Yeah.
And if you feel like you're in good hands and you're safe, I have bad anxiety. So it really eased me. Like you said, I was very nervous.
I remember she was like, "Do you prescribe me for anxiety?" I'm like, "No, I don't, but don't worry, we're gonna get you through it."
I was
Yeah.
terrified. I mean, I overthink everything, and that was terrifying to me. But I knew I was in good hands, so I was basically going to sleep knowing I was going to be okay, and everything was going to turn out exactly like it was supposed to.
Half of your result is based off of what I do in the operation. The other half is what you do on your end.
Yeah.
Do you follow all the activity restrictions?
Mm-hmm.
Do you use the scar gel appropriately? Do you wear the compression as needed for the 2 weeks like we talked about? Those are all things that you have to do on your end. If you don't, then we start compromising the result and we're
Yeah.
losing our investment. So
Mm-hmm.
it's important if you do decide to do breast surgery that you follow all those guidelines. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you're hurting yourself.
You can't be lazy in terms of your body and your health. You have to take care of yourself.
Right.
And the first week, I didn't have a choice. I had to take care of myself. I was very limited in movement. I luckily had someone take care of me. But
Yes.
after that, I
Who
felt
took care
so
of you?
good. My boyfriend,
Ah,
my wonderful
okay.
boyfriend. Yes, thank you. I was pathetic, so I really appreciate you.
Well, good. Well, you're 6 weeks out and you look amazing.
Thank
You're just going to continue to get better and better. It's going to continue to heal and look even nicer. You're doing a great job with your scar management. You want to continue
you.
that for another 2 months. As you guys know, I use a product called Skinuva, which is, I think, the best scar gel out there. It's got silicone, vitamin C, a bunch of the growth factors that really help minimize the scar.
It's a huge difference.
Yeah, and that massage and mechanical stimulation will really just make them disappear.
But even, I know that that part's amazing, but
Yeah.
before I even started doing the scar gel, I was blown away by how seamlessly the skin went back together. You can tell there, if you look very closely, you can see that there was an incision,
Yeah.
but not even close to compared to what it was before. And I love that. I love the option of going through the nipple rather than any other part of your body, because people can't really tell that you've had surgery if you do that. Yeah, I'm so happy.
Good. Well, so I'm happy for you. I think
Yeah.
we've run out of stuff to talk about, but
Yeah.
we need to follow. We need to come back in 6 weeks. We're going to check on your incision. We're going to check on the breast, and then so that's 3 months.
Yeah.
And then we'll see you at 6 months again.
We have to do like before and after of some sort so people
Oh,
can
yeah.
see the difference.
Absolutely. Did we
Yeah.
take photos? We took photos.
Yeah, we did.
Cool.
Mhm.
We'll put it up there.
Yeah,
So-
very excited.
All right. Well, good help. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Keep up the good work.